Portraits of Purpose, the Next Generation, is a symbolic passing of the torch of justice from Boston community leaders to the city's youth. This unique event was produced by Libbie Shufro, director of the Portraits of Purpose Educational Initiative, and hosted by Boston City Hall. The event featured an original theater piece written and directed for the stage by Elaine T. Koury, with a town hall talkback emceed by urban artist and educator Wyatt Jackson. This event brought together leaders of the African American community with 120 high school students from participating Boston public schools. Performances in the event were based on the real-life stories of individuals portrayed in Don West's photographic exhibit, Portraits of Purpose, a tribute to leadership. The subsequent book based on the exhibit was produced in partnership with Eastern Bank, with profiles and historic narrative written by journalist Kenneth J. Cooper.
And what I see happening is that the media is keeping a narrative going about us that's just not true. So here's my nap. Snap with me. Yo, listen. I am positive and my soul is full of the good fresh love that can always pull a relationship where respect is given. This is my style and my way of living. Some people call it love, of which I trust. This one thing that I know, respect is a must. It will be good and it will be fresh when we flow together and when we progress. I'm optimistic for days. Good times I praise. This is where the fresh idea stays. When I share it, you feel it and hear it. Go off track and I will try to get it back to your heart, your body, mind, and soul. It's a positive mindset, positive mindset, positive mindset that's under control. Word. And if you didn't know, now you know.
So I grew up knowing and learning that we are responsible for other people and we can help them create a better life for themselves. And that's why I came into public service. People talk bad about government all the time, but government is everywhere. You need your trash picked up, that's government, good. You need the snow plowed, that's
government.
If there's a fire or an accident and we need our firefighters and our police, that's
government.
You need to get to work, you need to get on the bus or the train, that's
government.
Now, I didn't say it was perfect, right?
Time continued to pass on, and unfortunately, so did my mom. And when my mom passed away, I didn't inherit any money. I didn't inherit any land. My inheritance was my education. My education and the power to be independent.
We believe that social justice is more than equality. We believe it's equity. We believe that every child deserves everything he or she needs to be their best self.
I like to say my name is Trinidad Ranky, and I'm here to tell you that even if things don't go your way, even if you're getting your own way, even if sometimes you feel like you're not worthy, you feel like you're depressed, or sometimes you get sick, or you feel like you're alone, it's okay. You still can succeed. It's called resilience. Resilience is letting yourself hope when hope seems scarce.
And some of you may know Dimmitt Community Health Center. It's in Roxbury. Well, I worked there for 21 years, longer than before you were born. But what happened to me is when I walked on that campus, I felt like I was at home. I felt like I could make a contribution, that I could do something good. And when you have that opportunity, take it.
Change people's lives. But even if it starts out by getting hit upside your head with a volleyball, know that they're trying to hit you upside your head with some knowledge as well. So go forward and serve, okay? Thank you all so much.
That's where I fell in love with the kids. But I was outraged by the neglect at the school. Snow used to blow into my classroom through closed windows. There was never enough paper or pencils. It was terrible. So I decided to do theater with the kids. I thought, if other people could see how beautiful these young people are, then maybe the school will improve.
I've been in about 10 Hollywood movies. The Heat, Joy, Black Mass, The Proposal, Maiden Heist, my dream come true, Equalizer 2, I had my Denzel moment. And I recently did Daddy's Home 2. I played Santa Claus.
It is your job to figure out whether someone has been victimized, who that person who has been victimized is, and to help them. That is why people call the police. It is your job to figure it out. That's why you get the cruiser, and the badge, and the uniform, and the pepper spray, and the loaded gun, and the handcuffs, and the baton, and the partner, and the paycheck. That was an excerpt from training I used to do for police officers when I was chief of the Suffolk County DA's Office Domestic Violence Unit.
But it was really the first time that I had a chance to be in a position to help someone. And even though I wasn't trained to be a teacher, I learned very quickly. I was young and crazy enough then to stay up all night planning my lessons. I had my lesson plans down to the joke. I knew every question I was going to ask it. I was working. But I also had some great colleagues. And we decided that one of the things that we wanted to do most was that we were going to share the world with our students.
My name is Frida Garcia, and I hate public speaking. It terrifies me. It always has, but I had to do it most of my working life. I was the executive director of United South End Settlements for 20 years, an organization that tries to combat poverty. I was the chairperson of the Boston Foundation for 10 years.
I went to Mass College of Art, I got my bachelor's degree, I got my master's degree, and I'm still at Mass College of Art today, learning, because you never stop learning.
Hill 1, Hill 2, Hill 3. Come on, y'all look good. Y'all look good. Y'all have been in my group all the year, y'all.
Portraits of purpose! Portraits of purpose! Somebody, anybody make some portraits of purpose noise?
So what I want you to do tonight is to make sure that you live fully into your birthright as Bostonians. I thank you for being here. I'm glad I could share this evening with you. Mayor Walsh, thank you for being here. Enjoy yourselves.
I just want you to know that the sponsors tonight are really a part of this community that we are building of a more just city, a more inclusive and equitable city. But I just want you to know they are here for having financially supported us. Yay!
We have the first African-American mayoral candidate for Boston, Mel King. Thank you, Mel.
This project was produced by the Portraits of Purpose Educational Initiative, whose mission is using arts and dialogue to plant the seeds of justice, and is made possible by the generous support of Eastern Bank, the TJX Companies, Harvard Pilgrim, and Seyfarth Shaw LLP, in collaboration with the Boston Public Schools, Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture, and the John D. O'Brien African American Institute at Northeastern University.